17 of the National Football League. And all eyes are on Jameson Williams. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Lions and the Bills, next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Ready to rock and roll. Here's Jonathan Garibay. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not a lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swept it under the Lions' pressure. He's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Hilton, and a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, Hilton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. On first down, Hilton. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. On second down now, Hilton. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 76 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down and long coming up. They'll set up a throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle they go. Hilton, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Hilton, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hilton, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And it's now 14-0.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Hoffman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a 4-10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw again. And the catch made by Johnson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got room at the 30.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Second and 4. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. down. They'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 45 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead is now 24. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Hilton, and he's got room. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Bills offense back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
defensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And here come the Bills.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him